this thing about institutions mandated, sometimes the concern is that some of these institutions mandated are not even doing what they are supposed to do. And a clear example is this recent one, which a number of people are talking about it or debating, which has to do with the Attorney General issuing a statement that he has, or his office has advised Iyoko not to go ahead and even open a money laundering investigation into Cecilia Dapaah's case. And people are saying it's wrong.
They should go and challenge it.
A lawyer has actually threatened to sue.
Oh, my dear, look, the lawyer, the profession is full of so many people. There are hot heads who don't even understand the law. They will not even take the trouble to discuss with their colleagues to find out what it is. And then they jump and make publicity, and then you, the press, carry it. That is what the problem is.
You think the AG had to advise?
No, I am just telling you that when you start telling me a lawyer, that's why I'm trying to correct you and say that the law is still of so many people. Coming to so many people running to the Supreme Court and they were thrown out. They are lawyers. But the question is that law is not mathematics where you just add 1 and 2 and you say that, this is the result. Law is a complex subject. It requires acumen. It requires knowledge. It requires ability to research. It requires ability even to converse and discuss with others. Why do we set up law chambers? We set up law chambers because we have different kind of lawyers, you understand? So when an issue arises, they put it together, they all discuss it. You may even think you are so right, and then a younger person may just put a question, and then you realize that it is not so.
The argument is why an attorney general would ask an institution that is supposed to be investigating financial crimes that don't even launch this money laundering thing into it.
If the institution that is supposed to do the thing, think that it has power beyond the attorney general, they will go ahead and do what they want to do.
What does that mean?
What I'm trying to tell you that each institution has its power and its limitations. That's what it can do, what it cannot do. That's what I want you to understand.
You don't think the AG was wrong advising Iyoko not to commit
I
that?
am not here to go and be a judge on what the Attorney General does.
But you're a senior lawyer. You understand the law better.
Making a senior lawyer does not make me a supernatural. And also, you're forgetting something else. I'm a member of the Council of State. If there's a problem and somebody complains to me, what we'll do is that the Council will call the Attorney General and ask him for an explanation on the issue. It is not for me to be in the press trying to attack the Attorney General.
Because the impression being created, or the interpretation people are giving it is, it seems there is a ploy to cover up, especially when right now there also seems to be, like I already said, Iyoko, people think that Iyoko should have even been the first institution picking it up before this Manasseh Azure and his team picked up to bring it up.
But why don't you go and attack Iyoko?
You're not concerned about the impression being created. Yesterday, Cecilia Dapaah said that she didn't think that she could see her way forward, and therefore it was the reason she asked the AG to advise on what to do. And then AG already said, well, I advised Iyoko not to even go ahead and launch it, and they said that OSP failed to provide the necessary information that, for instance, Iyoko needed to go and do this money laundering investigation, as it were. And people think it's kind of a ploy, as it were. You're not concerned.
Who was not concerned?
I'm just asking you.
No, what are you talking about?
Because you're talking about huge sums of money, and some people are even...
You must also be careful what you do, because you can be charged for defamation. Be careful, because the question is that if you come and you find money with me, do I owe any duty to you to explain to whose money? When nobody complained that I have stolen his money.
Over $1 million.
What difference does it make?
Foreign currency.
How many Ghanaians? Look, you Ghanaians are not honest people. The number of people here, when you go, you see all these huge buildings that they are building. Nobody who asked them as to where they got the money from, when they started it, when was it completed. Nobody does. So you just pick on just one individual. You want to make it as if she was just an extraordinary rogue who has stolen money When you don't even have any, if you have evidence that she stole money, please make the complaint.
But the argument they are making is that even if you don't have evidence, circumstantial evidence enough, why you have these huge sums of money?
Do the law convict people on circumstantial evidence?
So you're saying Ghanaians are just...
When you go to the criminal court, you must establish the issues beyond all reasonable doubt. That's what the criminal law says. Beyond all reasonable doubt. The criminal law is not based upon suspicion or a mere allegation. So please, I beg you, if you like, go and find a good criminal lawyer and inquire to him, so that it is the job of someone to go and prove his innocence.
So you think Ghanaians are just beating about the bush for nothing?
Don't talk about Ghanaians. This is what I'm saying, that you are in the media, you are making up the mind for the Ghanaian, and you pollute their mind. You make allegations, most of the time unsubstantiated, and then the unsuspecting individual carries it. I am telling you, some of the things that I read in the paper, sometimes it makes me shiver. Sometimes family members are having misunderstanding like that, and then they'll go and blacken their own brother and sister. And people will carry it out. Oh, you don't know. This is what he has done. This is what he has done.
So, per your interpretation of the provisions we have, we are just prosecuting Cecilia Dapaah for nothing.
That is not my business. I am not the prosecutor. I have no right to judge Cecilia Dapaah. The law is there and it is quite clear. And all I'm trying to make you understand is that the law, the way I understand it, is that before you go to court, you must ensure that you have evidence of wrongdoing. And you have to establish that in the court. And the law says that it must be beyond reasonable doubt.